Flosstube. Welcome to Creative Whim Studio. I just want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to all the fallen men and women who sacrificed everything for our country. And I just hope everyone's enjoying their weekend. We are having really hot weather. We went from winter weather to, I mean, it snowed, I think, was it 2 weeks ago? I don't know. But anyways, it's like in the 80s and humid, and we're supposed to get storms like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So anyways, I got to spend a lot of yesterday out in the gardens like all of you are doing. I hear on your floss tubes that you know, just cleaning out the brush and the leaves from last year. I'm really behind on everything because, you know, we went to Missouri, and while we were gone we got a lot of rain, so the weeds just overtook every flower bed I had. So Ryan helped me a lot, and Kevin was working outside. He was working on something different, but anyways, the flower beds look so pretty now. Looks awesome. I think I need to move my camera down a little bit. So our church is opening next Sunday and I'm super excited. I know there's some things in place where you have to wear a mask. You know, they're gonna have like bleach wipes where you can wipe down the pew where you're sitting if you feel the need to. Obviously there's no sign of the peace and all that kind of thing. What else? Oh, and then you have to sit every other pew, and I don't care. I'm just excited to get back to church, and it'll be wonderful. So I hope a lot of you are able to go to church now too. Someone said in last week's video that their church was opening, I guess it would be this weekend, Memorial Weekend. So it sounds like things are getting back to normal, which is wonderful. Speaking of getting back to normal, Kevin and I did online mass, watched it on YouTube, and then we went grocery shopping. It was my first time grocery shopping since March like 15th or something like that. Actually, it was before that. That's right, because I haven't went grocery shopping since February. Kevin's been doing it because the first week of March we were at market, then I stayed with Kristen for a week, and then when I got home I think on a Monday. I don't know. It's been a long time, but it was good. It felt good. We spent so much money, but you know, Kevin's been doing the grocery shopping, and thank God for him doing that. It's wonderful, but he doesn't get like things that I would get. Even if it's on the list, sometimes he doesn't get it. I'm not being criticized. I'm not trying to criticize him, but anyways, our bill was astronomical for our groceries. But we're having the family over tomorrow for a cookout, so we had to get extra food and stuff for that anyways. That was part of it. But so yeah, I can't wait. Tomorrow Bree and Eric and Easton and Ellery and Kyle and Ryan and Kevin and I are all going to be here together having a cookout, and I mean, you have no idea how excited I am about that. I can't wait. So after I'm done recording this, we're putting another coat of paint on that bedroom. We have the carpet ordered, so that'll be in by the end of the week, and I mean, things are just moving along, so it's wonderful. I have a special shout out today. She's not a floss tuber, but she is making tons of videos about punch needle, how to do it, how to finish it. She has an Etsy shop, so when she gets in new patterns, she opens that, like does an unboxing, I guess you call it, and then she shows those, so that's really cool. Her name is Doreen Brannan, and her channel is Privies and Prims. I'll have it linked in the description box below. But if you're into punch needle, check her out because her channel is all about punch needles. So that's pretty cool. Announcements this week. So Kevin and I think it's today is the 24th. We're supposed to do pierogi. Well, we're not, obviously, because we don't have the farmer's cheese. We make our pierogi with farmer's cheese. So we'll probably wait and do that maybe next month. It just depends on, because the farmer's cheese is not something that Kroger, I know, doesn't carry it. Our Kroger's doesn't carry it. And we have to get it at Meijer, and they don't always have it either. So we're gonna get some, and then once we get it, that next 24th of the month, that's when we will do the pierogi show. But we will be going, my air conditioner's turned on and I'm leaving it. It's loud, I know, but otherwise it'll get too hot in here and I can't deal with that. But we will be going live one day this week, just doing a Q&A. I'm gonna look up some things online for Q&As, just like funny, goofy things that I think would be fun. And then if you do have any questions you want to ask Kevin and I, you can ask them in the comments on this video, and I will make sure that, you know, we answer those. So yeah, look forward to that. What else is going on? Oh yeah, on my Facebook page. So we had What You Paintin' Wednesday last week, Kristen and I, and it was a total blast as always. But we had an interesting conversation. I was so excited because on my business Facebook page, I have over 8,000 likes, and I knew I was getting close, but I'm over that by like 50 some. So I was really excited, and then someone mentioned, or I don't know, we got on the topic of likes and follows on Facebook, and I said, I really don't know what the difference is. I mean, if you like a page and you want to see their posts, wouldn't you also follow them? But I guess that's not the case. I guess people can just like your page and they really never see anything from you unless they go to your page and check it out. But if you like a page, and you don't even have to like a page, I guess you can just choose to follow a page, and then you'll see their posts, you'll get notifications when they go live. So I learned something. I thought that was pretty cool. And I had already had over 8,000 followers. But anyways, now I have over 8,000 likes. So I'm going to be doing a giveaway of a print. And I'm going to go live one day this coming week, just showing what the giveaway is and what you have to do to get in the giveaway. Obviously, you have to like and follow my business page. So if you haven't done that yet, go over to Facebook and just search Teresa Kogut. You're going to want my business page. So it's Teresa Kogut, not Teresa A. Kogut, because that's my personal page. Anyways, make sure you go there and like and follow so you can get in on the drawing. That's it for announcements. So we have some Q&A. Sadie asked, will you be offering in the future patterns already printed on the weaver's cloth? I doubt it. I would like to. It's really a logistical nightmare, if you ask me, because it's not something we can do in-house, and I would have to get the weaver's cloth printed at like a screen printer, you know, and we tried it once and it was a nightmare because we're small potatoes to a screen printing shop, and our jobs kind of got pushed back, and I would be out of something and I'd have to wait 2 to 3 weeks to get it in, and I just can't run my business that way, and we do not have the means to do screen printing here. So I'm just going to say right now, I do not have that on my radar at all. So it'll continue to be just the paper pattern, and you'll have to trace it on the weaver's cloth yourself. However, I do have the weaver's cloth in my patterns for you, so I want to make that clear. Quiltma Sue Gooden, she said, do your patterns use only the 3-strand CTR needle? I always use 3 strands. So if it's the CTR, it'll be the 3-strand needle, and then if you use the Ultra Punch, you're going to use I think it's the small needle, but it comes with 3 sizes, and it's in the instructions that come with that needle. So yes, everything I do is always 3 strands. I think it looks the nicest, and it goes fairly fast. Rather than using 1 or 2 strands, it takes a lot more to fill in an area. So yeah, everything's 3 strands for me on the CTR. Michelle asked, small box of angel cards at the end of your video last week. Are those your designs and where can I find them? Yes, those are my designs. They're angel kindness cards, and I teamed up and licensed my art to US Game Systems, and I also did all of the writing for the back of the cards. They're uplifting, you know, quotes, not quotes, but just sayings and inspirational messages. And my intention for the cards was that a person would buy the deck of cards and then they would share them with other people. You know, if you see someone going through a difficult time, there might be a card that kind of goes with what they're going through, and you can send that to them in the mail or give it to them in person. So that was my intention behind that. However, I know a lot of you have ordered cards from me and then ordered another deck. It's like, oh, I gave that deck away, I need another one. I've had people order like 5 decks, you know, because they give them away as gifts. So they are available in my Etsy shop, which is linked below, but I also have it right here. It's etsy.com/shop/Teresa Kogut, and you can get those cards on my Etsy shop. Other than that, I don't know where you can buy them because I've never looked. Okay, so whips this week. We started a new project in CW Live, and it's right here. We are doing an intuitive floral, and we will finish that up this Tuesday. It's pretty close to done, but I want to, you know, do some more work on it. So that is my whip this week. And then I have 2 finishes I'm so excited to show you. So in CW Live, we painted this angel, and her name is Shell. And I named her after my cousin in Missouri. Isn't she pretty? And I really did a lot of sanding on it. This was the angel that we painted over top of scrapbook papers. So you can see the papers coming through. You can see the texture of some of the paper. I love this right here where the polka dot paper is showing through. And then in this corner, there's a yellow paper that has like ridges in it. And when I sanded, that showed through. So anyways, I love her. I think she turned out so cute and grungy, and I just love it. And then the other one, this is what I finished on Which Paint Wednesday. All I am or can be, I owe to my angel mother. And this was kind of a, you know, Mother's Day painting. Obviously, I got it done way after Mother's Day, but before you ask me, yes, this is going to be a cross-stitch pattern. I'm not doing it in punch needle because there's no way you can get all these words, but I think this will be really awesome as a cross-stitch. I just love that angel. It's very folk art, very funky looking angel, and I love it. Okay, I have no haul, but I opened another box, so I want to show you some previous finishes of punch needle and cross stitch. Okay. I have a ton of these cute little felted bags. Hold on 1 second, I just got to make sure that's coming in clear. Yeah, it is. I love him, isn't he cute? This is Ho 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 Santa, and yes, this is still available. This is a way older design. Then we have Primitive Owl on this nice sagey green. And then we have Primitive Halloween. I love how, now you talk about primitive, that is a primitive looking Halloween design, is it not? Saltbox Farm. Country Santa. I love this one. I put some wool behind the punch needle and then adhered it to the purse, and I love that look. That wool's really sharp. Super cute. I love him. He's so popular in punch needle and in cross stitch. Then we have Land of the Free. I love this one. This actually is not the called for colors in the actual chart, in the pattern. I know I used a darker color on the flag parts, but then I stitched Land of the Free on the little purse, and I love this so much. Oh, Curious Bunny. Curious Bunny is just so cute. That's really popular. I have that in cross stitch as well. Crow House. I love that on that black purse. We got a few more. I have so much punch needle. This is Boo Kitty. He's just framed in a black simple frame. And then we've got Cat. What is this one? Cat and Vine, I think. Cat and Vine. And then this is just a piece of wood. When I get my wood cut at the lumberyard for making my prints on wood, when they have like the scraps that are left over, they give those to me as well, which, you know, they should. Why is that so bad? So this was just a leftover piece of the wood that they gave me, and then I painted it mustard. I painted the sides black, and then just painted a black border, and then I took a little fine tip Sharpie, and then I just made polka dots around the, kind of framed it that way. And this one, oh, I love this one. Everyday Blessings. I love, love, love this one. This is on a really cool wood. Like, it's got like a little shelf, and I put the little sheepy on there. This is a sheep from Blossom Bucket that I designed for them many, many years ago. You cannot get those anymore, I don't think. But I love, this is also available in cross stitch, but it's really big in cross stitch. I just love how sweet and small it is in the punch needle. Super cute. And then last in the punch needle, this is a wood shelf frame type thing that my friend's nephew made, a bunch of these, and then I painted it with that caramel colors, which I just love. And it matches so perfectly for this one. This one is called Love Begins. It says Love Begins at Home. That is not available as cross stitch. I've always thought it would be really cute as cross stitch, but I don't know if that's something you guys would be interested in, but it's super cool in the punch needle. Okay, on to cross stitch. This box was loaded with stuff. There was also a ton of cross stitch in there that's not fully finished, so I have quite a stack that I need to get fully finished and slowly, you know, introduce those here in my Flosstube. But this one is called, I think, Bless Our Home. Yeah, and I love the angel at the top. Check that out. The angel's watching over the home. I love that. That's like Miranda that I showed you last week was my first attempt at a sampler style, and this was my second attempt at a sampler style cross stitch. I mean, we're talking when in my first few years of designing cross stitch, I did these. But they're nice and small, and these would be super quick to stitch up. Oh, the name of this one is, I don't know. I can't remember the name. Tisket Tasket. Yep, it's called Tisket Tasket. It's just called Tisket Tasket. Yeah. I mean, it's a nursery rhyme, I think. Tisket Tasket, green and yellow basket, or something like that. I think it's super cute for Easter. Oh, I love this one. This one's Frosty. And he's so sweet. He's got a cute little face. It's a lot of white stitching, isn't it? But it's worth it. And I just painted the frame a green that would match the green in the stitching. Give Ye Thanks. Love this one. Again, this is a frame when we had Primitive Folk. So that is an oldie but goodie. I adore this one. I just love the softness of it. I love that pumpkin, how it's just like soft. It doesn't have like, normally I would have black eyes and nose, and you know, I just want it to look real primitive and faded, and I think I pulled it off. It does look really faded using that light, it looks like mocha or cocoa, Weeks Dye Works. But I love that in that pumpkin color frame. Super quick stitch on that one. This one is called, oh God, I'm not sure. I don't remember the name of it. I can tell you the number, cross stitch 083. I can't think of the name though. And then this frame, oh, it's not on there. I'm pretty sure it's from Joann because I can see it had twine to hang it. And they have those kind of frames at Joann, so I'm sure I got this frame at Joann. And it was painted this color, which was absolutely perfect for this piece. I love this. A glad heart lights up the face. And they're little snowmen with skates on. He's got like a little tutu on. They're so cute. But that was from an original watercolor painting that I did years and years and years ago. Oh, I found a little punch needle stuck in there in between these cross stitch pieces. This is called Fresh Eggs, and it's on a book, which I showed last week how cool they are on a book because then it can stand up on a shelf. And then I got a couple more cross stitch to show you. Somebody just stitched this. I saw it on Instagram. Somebody just finished this. And I think this one, I want to say this was my very first design I ever created for cross stitch. I'm pretty sure. But he's really cute. He turned out really cute. His little cute face, and he's holding a little Christmas tree. But yeah, somebody just did that. I can't think of who it was. And then last but not least, oh, I absolutely love this one. Best Ghoul Friends. This came out, I want to say, not last year, but the year before. So I think this came out in 2018. But I love their little pumpkin heads and their cute little dresses. And then the scallops on the sides. I just think it's adorable. I love the colors. And this is, picture this plus, is it Cyprium? I think that's how you say it. I love that linen. Oh my gosh, that linen would be awesome on one of the new samplers I'm designing. Ugh, but I don't have any of it. And I have an order into Picture This Plus, but she's just swamped. I gotta put all this stuff away. So now I'm gonna share with you what I have been working on for Design Mania. It's so exciting. Okay, first I'm gonna show you what I have designed for my company, Creative Whims. Last week I showed you the cute little Santa wreath. Well, this is the polar bear. That'll be part of that series. There's gonna be 4 or 5 in this series, and they'll all be the same size so that you can like do them in a row or do them, you know, in a like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, something like that. So this is the one I just worked on this morning, and it's called I Love Prims. So as you can see, it's the alphabet, but when I got to I put I, heart, Prims in the red to make it stand out. And it's just a really sweet, simple stitch. It would be something to stitch up real quick, and it's got a little bird down here, one there, and one up there. I think it's super sweet. And then this one that I have been wanting to chart for a very long time. I actually had this partially charted, and then I lost the file. I don't know what happened to it. So I started over and I recharted it. But it says, for he will command his angels to guard you in all your ways. Psalm 91:11. And I want it to be stitched on a super dark charcoal gray chalkboard looking fabric. And then the stars are in like 310 of DMC, so they'll just kind of faintly show up. And then the 3 gold stars. Oh, I love it. There's a pattern on her dress as well. But yeah, I've wanted to chart her for a long time, and she's done. So now I gotta send her out. Okay. Now for the really exciting part. I have 3 new designs done for the shops. And this one is called A Mother's Love. And it's one of my whimsy chicks. And she's just looking at her baby, and she's got the little thought bubble, and it's just full of hearts. And little baby has a pacifier. I just think it's so precious. And this one, the name that was drawn for that design is Stitch in Time, Colette in Saginaw, Michigan. So that's pretty cool because she's one of my LNSs. I have 2 LNSs that are both about the same distance away. One is north of me and one is south of me. But she's one of them, so that I thought was cool. Let's see here. And then, oh my gosh, this whimsy chick, I love and adore her. It says Spread Your Wings and Soar. And this one goes to Craft Gallery in Findlay, Ohio. That was the name that was drawn for this design. So all the profits will go to them. Carlton and Paula at Craft Gallery in Findlay, Ohio, from once I get it posted to the end of the year. And then last but definitely not least, we have, I love this one. I know you guys might remember seeing this in my sketchbook. It's called Pyramid. It's U's, get it? And they're making a pyramid. And it's Americana, the little top sheep's got a little Uncle Sam hat. And then the 2 bottom sheeps on the ends, they got little top hats too. And they all have stars shaved in their fleece. A little chicken on top of the barn. I think this is adorable. So my intention for this is to have it stitched on a nice green linen, and I will make a suggestion for that green linen. So all the blue up here would be stitched because you got to have a separation of the sky and the ground. And I thought there's way less stitching in the blue than there would be of the green. So isn't that cute? And that one goes to Susan of Fire Poppies in Summerville, South Carolina. So congratulations to those 3 stores. I'm so I'm just so excited to be able to help out these shops during this time, and I think some of them are starting to open up now, so that is going to be awesome. But anywho, Kevin and I are just thrilled to be able to do that for them. Okay, so now we're on to giveaway, and last week you had to mention the word peace in your comment in order to get into the drawing for the Queen of the Needle series. This is the spring one by the Primitive Hair. So I will insert the YouTube random comment picker here. Okay, let's see who wins this week. The word was peace. And this week's winner is Leslie O'Brien. Congratulations. She said, I enjoyed seeing all your FFOs and have decided Let Freedom Ring is now on top of my 2-stitch list. These days I find peace being out in the sunshine, cutting my grass, and working in the garden. Churches open in Ohio next week, so being there again will bring me much peace. Have a nice week. Congratulations, Leslie, and thank you for the beautiful comment, and thank you everyone for participating. Congratulations. Thank you everyone for participating, and the lucky winner, if you could just please email me right here, teresacogut3@gmail.com. I will get this in the mail to you pronto. This week we have the Rejoice Angel, which I love and adore. This was one of those original paintings that after I sold it, I regretted it instantly because I loved it so much. I actually painted it again because I loved it so much. So on the back it says, when one door closes, God opens another, leading to a better and brighter future. Okay, so this week I want you to mention in the comments brighter future. I think it's really fitting for the time that we are in. We are all looking for a brighter future right now, correct? So if you can just do that, you will be in the drawing for the pattern of your choice. So whoever wins next week's drawing, you can go to my Etsy shop and look around at all my punch needle and cross stitch patterns and pick out the one that you want, and I will send it to you. So that's the prize for next week. Not the prize, the giveaway. Okay, last but not least, we're gonna do the Chinese fortune teller this week. Faye Dixon said green 8-3. So we got G-R-E-E-N 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 3, artist or designer spotlight. Okay, give me a moment. I follow a lot of artists and textile designers and artists on Instagram. So I will pause right now and go check out somebody that I think you'd be interested in. Okay, so I want to highlight Chloe, how do you say it again? Giordano? I'm really bad with names if they're not simple. So I apologize if I butchered that name, but Chloe does such beautiful hand embroidery, and it's all like little woodland creatures, and they're realistic looking, and her eye for detail and color is exquisite. So as I'm talking about her, I will be inserting pictures of her work. Chloe began to sew in the last year of her illustration degree at the University of the West of England. And since graduating in 2011, she has continued to experiment with freehand embroidery using sewing thread and hand-dyed fabrics to make her work. Originally from Buckinghamshire, she now lives and works in York. She has books available, she has an Instagram, she has a blog, Facebook, Twitter, and she also has a video on YouTube. I will have all of those in the links below, but look at her work. Is she not absolutely amazing? And I just think her work is exquisite, and I hope that you enjoy looking at her stuff, and give her a follow on Instagram so that your feed can light up with her beautiful work. All right, guys, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all your kind comments, and thank you for your condolences for my uncle and family. And I just really appreciate this community. Is the best community out there. I'm telling you, the hearts of everybody in this community is so warm and so gracious and wonderful. So I'm just happy to be a part of it. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and don't forget, create every day. Bye now.